The first step in the process of building the Pittsco rocket kit is to make the body tube of the rocket. To do this, we'll use our piece of typing paper and our plastic tube. We'll place the plastic tube at one edge of the typing paper and begin rolling it along the typing paper and keeping the typing paper tight to the tube. When we're almost at the end, we want to stop and add a bead of glue along the free edge of the typing paper. Be sure not to use too much glue. And take your applicator and spread the glue out so that we can make a smooth seam. Then go ahead and roll the paper on up, press it tightly, and smooth the paper seam. The next step in the process is to cut an 11-inch piece of gummed tape. We'll measure out 11 inches. We'll make a mark at the 11-inch point, and we'll cut the gum tape at that mark. Our 11-inch piece of gum tape will lay flat on the table. We'll take a wet sponge and apply some water to the gummed side of the tape, which is the brown side. We'll place the tube over the gum tape and roll the gum tape around the tube, pressing it tightly to the tube. Once you've wrapped the gum tape around, you'll notice that the tape did not go all the way around the tube. That's all right. It'll just leave a strip of white typing paper showing. The next step in the process is to take the remainder of the gum tape. We're going to cut a 45-degree angle off the end of one end of the gum tape. To do this, we'll measure the width of the gum tape, which turns out to be 3 inches. And we'll make a mark along the side of the gum tape that is also 3 inches. Because in a 45-degree angle, both legs of the triangle are the same. So we'll make a mark at 3 inches. Then we'll draw a line from that mark down to the far corner of the gum tape, making a triangle. After we draw this triangle, that makes this angle 45 degrees and this angle 45 degrees. So the angle that we're going to cut across the gum tape will be 45 degrees. Along the line that we just drew at the 45-degree angles, we're going to cut off the end of the gum tape. So now the end looks like this. Now we need to moisten the gum tape again with our wet sponge. And we'll begin rolling the gum tape at the bottom of the tube at the edge of the paper. And we'll spiral the gummed paper up the tube, keeping it flat as we go. Go all the way up the tube, and you'll have some left over at the top. Smooth the gum tape over the tube, and now we'll trim the excess gum tape at the top of the tube. If the paper comes loose, as it did here, re-moisten it and stick it back down and press it firmly once again. We have just successfully produced the body of the rocket. An important next step in the process, once we have completed the body tube, is to pull the plastic tube out from inside the body tube. Now we can set the body tube on the plastic fin holder, and we'll let it dry for a few minutes.